Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild gym mode. So, in last episode, we basically had the off season and we picked up another good player at the draft, and his name is, what was his first name? Eric Fitzgerald, I think his name was. Yeah, Eric Fitzgerald, right wing sniper. We're going to let him play in the NHL for a couple games maybe, and then if he's not good enough, we'll send him back to junior. But we're going to let him play for a bit first and see how he is. If we do have to send him back to junior, our depth guy to replace him is going to be Phil Giuseppe. He's going to play in that spot. So yeah, that is our team for this year. It still looks a little weak, but our prospects, hopefully they keep growing. Sura is up to an 80 overall now in a third line checking forward, which is good news. Schultz is up to an 82 in a second line forward. He's getting better. And wait a second, Kaprizov's on that side. I don't know why he was like that. But yeah, so that's that. And then defensively, Ruchin's grown to an 84 now. And his stats, I don't know exactly what's grown or what hasn't. Knubel's grown to an 82 now. Here's his stats again. And Hodges has grown to an 81. And he's got really good defensive awareness. Hopefully he is a plus player this year, not a minus like he's always been. And then Victor Schrader is going to be playing in the AHL, or NHL this year. He's listed as a minor top 2, but I'm going to give him the chance because look at that shot blocking, 93. So he might be able to actually play solid defensively at a 75 in the NHL. So we'll see how that is. And then our goaltending core is Corson, and back again is UC Saros. So let's start up the season simulation. We're going to go all the way up to the trade deadline in this episode. And yeah, that's probably it. We might do the entire season. Depends how we play. Because I don't know if it says we're listed not as a rebuilder anymore. So we might be a team that actually makes some noise this year depending on how those 70 overall players play. I had 2 of the preseason games done because I had to sign Field Giuseppe. So we had to actually advance a couple preseason games. So let's get more forwards because we definitely need some more forwards. It looks like in this NHL team at least. AHL wise, there's too much of them. So in the preseason, we are 2-2-1 so far. Last game of the preseason. Oh, actually, I shouldn't go months. Yeah, because we want to let Fitzgerald play maybe 5 games and then we'll see how he plays. But the leader in the preseason was Tommy Kilger. Okay, good. Kilger didn't get any growth, so I'm hoping he actually is one of those players that grow a bit. So we're going to slow sim Fitzgerald's first NHL game. And we're going to let him play 3 games, I think. Yeah, 2 of these away games. And this game against Carolina, the defending Stanley Cup champions. And if he does not have maybe a point, or if he's a badly minus player, we'll send him back to junior. Because I don't want to necessarily stunt his growth. Because he's listed still as the minor scoring forward. He might not be NHL ready. So let's slow sim this first ever game for Fitzgerald. So first period, it is scoreless. Second period, still scoreless. So looks like defense is strong here in Minnesota. And in Washington, I guess, too. And we score first. Nick Ritchie gets us started on the right side on line 1. Power play. We don't score. There's another one, though. Ryan Hartman in his first game as a Minnesota Wild. And it is 2-0. And Kilger comes through with a goal, too. Nicely done, Kilger. Had a great preseason, and he comes through in the first game of the season. So let's see if the youngster had any assists on any of these. No, he did not. Lindstrom had an assist. Ruchin, okay. Not a bad first game, I guess, considering we didn't allow in any goals. Fitzgerald was a +1, 4 shots on goal, so he's getting a lot of shots through 1 hit. Okay. We'll see how he is for these next 2 games as well, and then we will continue with the simulation. We might send him back to juniors. So let's see these next 2 games as well. Hopefully he continues to play good. His line at least got 1 goal in game 1, and back-to-back losses. One of them was a shootout loss, though, as we're 1-1-1. So let's just take a look at Fitzgerald again. Ritchie's already got 3 points in 3 games. Good start for Nick Ritchie. Let's just quickly check Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald, 1 assist. Okay, that's not bad, and he's a plus player. he's not hurting a team yet. We don't want to give him all 9 games necessarily yet. Wait, what was his defensive stats at? Okay, not the greatest, so he might end up being a really badly minus player. Let's go maybe a couple more games before we make our decision, because he's not been that bad so far. Like to pick up at least his first NHL point. So yeah, let's go another couple games here. Let's actually go 3 more games and see if he is a minus player, because I'm thinking we should send him back, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's go another 3 games. Winnipeg, Arizona, and San Jose. Winnipeg and Marincin has been injured with a bruised hand till October the 30th. So already a defensive injury. Marincin was one of those free agent signings we got, so Nielsen's going to jump in and replace him easily, so that's not that bad. Game against Winnipeg is a win, game against Arizona is a loss, and game against San Jose is another loss. So Phil DiGiuseppe's losing morale because of his ice time, even though he's listed as a depth forward. Hartman's got 6 points in 6 games. What the heck? That's really weird. Oh well. I don't mind. And let's see, Fitzgerald. He does not seem to be up there much. Nope. He's a -3 now. 1 assist still in 6 games. Yeah, I'm going to send you back to junior Eric Fitzgerald. Thank you for playing up here for a couple games. You put up at least your first NHL point. Next year, we'll see if you can get your first NHL goal or not. So let's go to roster moves and send Fitzgerald back. It sucks that I have to send him back, but like I wish I could just send him down to the AHL. So there you go, Fitzgerald. Under the salary cap? What are you meaning? Really? I'd be under the salary cap if I sent down him to the... Okay, I guess we'll call up Gonchar first. Let's call up Gonchar for a second, and then now can I send Fitzgerald back? Let's see, Fitzgerald under the salary cap. You gotta be joking me. What is this? AHL. Who's somebody that does... you know what? I'm just gonna actually maybe leave Fitzgerald in the NHL. If this is going to be a problem, I might as well just leave him in there. And then we'll just leave Gonchar as another depth guy. So we have 3 depth forwards and 1 depth defenseman. So, well, he's going to be coming back soon. So we're going to have to probably send down like Sokolov. But Gonchar's probably past his growing stages anyways. And DiGiuseppe doesn't matter that much. So I guess we'll just keep Fitzgerald in the lineup. Even though he's probably not going to have the greatest rookie season as a 75. But I can't send him down to the AHL because of the salary cap thing. Well, he won't be able to play in the AHL anyways because he's not eligible. And I can't send him back to juniors because of the salary cap. So let's go all the way to juniors first. Okay, game against New Jersey, another loss. And Martin Marincin is returned to the lineup just like I thought. So we're going to have to send down... I think we'll send down Sokolov. Sokolov is the worst of the depth guys. So... there you go, Sokolov, and he could be claimed off waivers, but will be under the salary cap. Really, is this going to be a big problem now? I guess maybe I could send down Gonchar, but Gonchar probably goes through waivers. So Gonchar might be claimed here, guys. Wait. No, under the salary cap, so I can't send down Gonchar either. I might have to go auto-fix this, get it to auto-fix itself, because this might not be good. Or I send Fitzgerald now. Can I send Fitzgerald? No, I can't. I wanted to send Fitzgerald back to the WHL, but I can't. Defenseman Schrader, can I send him down? No, I can't. So I'm going to have to get it to auto fix this and see what happens. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. We're going to stop the simulation for something. So Schrader's been sent down to the minors. Okay, that's not bad because I wanted him originally down there. Wow, Dumba, 9 points in 8 games. Maybe a future Norris Trophy winner. You never know. So I'm gonna fix these lines again. Pisses me off sometimes when this happens. DiGiuseppe's got okay face-offs actually, but Sure was our third liner. There you go. Who's scratched? I don't want Fitzgerald scratch. What the hell are you smoking? The heck? Fitzgerald cannot be scratched. You never scratch a medium elite player. Lundestrom, I don't want scratch really either. Oh, it's D. Giuseppe we could scratch. There we go. Lundestrom comes in defensively. Should be fine, I think. Right? Yep. And goalies. There we go. So, okay, our team is done getting edited. Finally, we have fixed that cap problem, but it still kind of sucks, though, because we have to keep Fitzgerald in the lineup a little longer. But hopefully he has a good rookie season. Maybe he'll still grow as a 75. I don't know. Let's go up to December the 1st. Game against the Jets. We won our last game, and now we lost. Another win. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be a playoff team. You never know, though, because we are playing 500 hockey right now. Hopefully we have good late stages of the season or something to make the playoffs, because I kind of want our youngsters to have some experience now. But apparently it is a good year for rookies, is what the scouting assignment said, so we might be able to get some good draft prospects if we make the playoffs, or don't make the playoffs. Okay, playing better here, 8-6-1, 9-6-1. Back-to-back wins actually against the Rangers too. And probably scouting assignment or is an injury. Bear Schultz has been injured with his first NHL injury. It's an MCL sprain until December the 21st, so he's gone with an injury for a month pretty much. That's not good, so let me edit the lines, guys, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so I didn't want to disrupt the growth of these guys, considering they're listed as third and fourth liners. So I decided just to put D. Giuseppe as their second line center, so this might hurt our how we're playing, but you never know. Let's see. Yeah, we're losing games now without Schultz in that second line spot, but there's a nice win over the Jets 5-1. It sucks that we lost Schultz for a month. Hopefully that doesn't wreck his second year. And Matt Dumba has been injured with a mild concussion for a couple days. You know what, let's just go replace player. Because, yeah, it's only a couple days. It's not that bad. Game against Vegas. And it's another win. We're not playing too bad here, and Dumba is already back, so we're going to slot him back into his top defensive pairing. Gonchar was playing defense, okay. Well, he might have learned from his dad. If his dad was Sergei Gonchar, so it's not that bad. So let's take a look at the player stats for now, I guess. See how we are playing. So Granlund, 28 points in 26 games. Might be the time to trade away him, like I was saying, because I still want to trade him away. Because he's got 1 year left. He could definitely have a playoff team. He's over a point per game. Let's see who else. Ruchin, 12. Kunin, 14. Not the greatest offensive stats for some of these guys. Fitzgerald's got 6 points in 25 games. He's got his first 2 NHL goals, and he's got 4 assists. He's a -6, which is not horrible. 2 penalty minutes, so he's not taking a lot of penalties. Is he growing anywhere? It doesn't say that he's growing. Oh, I wish I could just send him back. It's so annoying, this stupid thing with the salary cap. Okay, and that's that. What about goaltenders? Okay. I'm not going to check the AHL stats and stuff for now because we're still early into the season, so let's continue all the way up to the trade deadline and then we'll check the stats again. Hopefully players continue playing good, and hopefully we could actually make the playoffs, like I was saying, because I think we do need some experience, at least in the playoffs, because we've only made the playoffs, well, we made the playoffs years ago, and we also made the Stanley Cup Finals once, but the only player that was a member of the team back in those days was like Kaprizov and Kunin, and I think that was it, and Matt Dumba. So, okay, scouting assignment, let's see. We'll scout the OHL. Okay, we're playing some good hockey here, and Schultz is back. Good news. Hopefully he does not get re-injured now. Hopefully he's one of those guys that are stable once they come back. Let's see, what's his injury stuff at? His, like, not his discipline, his durability. He's an 85, so he should not get re-injured, but you never know. How was his numbers actually? I didn't check that out. He had 6 points in 20 games. Don't seem to be getting some good numbers from our young guys, but hopefully they still grow. There's an OT loss against Montreal. Another nice win, so we're playing some good defensive hockey in the last 5 games, it looks like, and Richie's been injured now. Let's just go replace player. Seems like we're getting a lot of injuries as of lately. Richie's already back. Good news. DiGiuseppe was on the first line. I gave him a $2 million contract as well just because I wanted to up the salary cap so he could send players down, but it didn't seem to help out. Back-to-back losses against Nashville and Detroit is a win. Nice. 8-0 win over the Boston Bruins. Nicely done, guys. But we still have a winning record, so we might actually make the playoffs if we keep it up. Or play better than we have been playing. Blake Spears for a third. I'm going to decline that right away. But yeah, if we make the playoffs, if we're like a first round exit, that at least helps our youngsters learn a bit, because we definitely want to be with that team that could get far in the playoffs. AHL injury, let's go replace player. And game against the Flyers is another loss. Damn, the season is kind of a meh one. It's better than last year, because last year we were well below 500 at the trade deadline, so but we're hovering around 500 right now. There's a lot of losses though. Still 1 more month before the trade deadline. Let's just go all the way up to the deadline. And I'm sorry guys if these episodes are going by really quickly with like all the season simulations and stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of these are all pre-recorded, so I kind of have to go ahead on my own. So Hodges has been injured. That's not good, but we'll replace him. I think it said a concussion, but I don't know how long it said. I think March or something. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, he's already back. So defensively, DiGiuseppe's been playing everywhere. First line and on the top 4 defensive pairing. Okay. Let's just see. Okay. Nobody's been growing that much, I don't think. Tyler Pitlick. That would help us out kind of, but we don't really need him, because I'd like to keep Fitzgerald in the lineup. There we go. We got 5 wins in a row. Make that 6. Can we take it to 7? No, we can't. 6 in a row, though. That's huge at this stage of the season. Game against Columbus. We might have another injury here. Please don't be a big injury. Or maybe it's just because it's around. No, it's not around there. Wow, it's taking forever. Come on, you stupid thing. Gabriel Huey is back. That's all I wanted to say for the AHL club. Okay. Schrader's up to a 78, so he is definitely benefiting from playing in the minors, and he's listed as a top 6 defenseman now, so maybe I have to call him back up again eventually. So Kuiper will take you out for Huey. And Seabrook's up to a 68 now. You know what? Actually, let's put him with Schrader, because I want him to grow. I didn't see how the AHL team's playing, but they might be playing good if Schrader's grown a lot. Cooperman's up to a 70 as well. Not bad AHL team. Lemaire's up to a 71, so he's still growing to potentially become one of our future top 6 players, because that's his potential. Rubstov. Nah, I'm going to decline that. Back-to-back losses, or well, 3 in a row losses actually. Now we're going to go on a 6-game losing streak, it looks like here. And 1-0 wins. So at the trade deadline, we are 30-26-6. So if we make the right moves, we might be able to make the playoffs. So maybe I hold on to Dumba and Granlund for now. Kaprizov's already got 59 points in 62 games. 34 of them are goals. So I think that's how much he had last year, all of last season. So he actually might be on pace to being like, well, he actually was his average was around 60 points a season. So this might be his best season ever. And he might be actually up there in the top of the league almost. So let's take a look at the player stats. He's up to an 87 as well. Good stuff, Kaprizov. Forwards, so Kaprizov 59 points, 62 games. Granlund 57 and 62. Richie 48, Kunin 43, Hartman 36. Patan 25, Surrey 25, nice, up to an 81 now, getting better in his hand-eye coordination. Schultz 24 points in 50 games. Okay. Nordstrom 20, Fitzgerald 17, and he's up to a 77, so, and he's listed as a depth forward, so it's actually good we kept him up here. He is growing, so he could still potentially become a second line right winger by next season or something. Kilger 77 still, so he might cap off there if he keeps it up like that. Lundestrom 15 points, DiGiuseppe 6 points, Gonchar no points in 2 games. Defensively, Dumba 48, Ruchin 24 points. Nicely done. I think that's more than he had last year. Almost as much as last year already. So it looks like a lot of our players are playing better than they did already last year. And Hodges 11 points, playing better than his first season, but he's a -7. Knubel 6 points, Nielsen 3, Murinchin 3, and Schrader had nothing in the NHL. But how is he playing in the AHL? That's the main question. Wait, 12 points in 54 games. Okay, but at least he's growing to that top 6 defensive role. Goaltending, Corson's been playing solid, but our backup's been great. Saros, okay. How's the goals against? It's not too bad. Let's just check the AHL player stats as well. So Cooperman's got 45 points. Forsberg's got 32, up to a 70. So yeah, this guy might be an NHL player by the time he's 23 as well or something. Lemaire 28 points, up to a 71 like we were saying before. Someone like that. How about Bull 60? Okay, Seabrook, are you up to a 70 yet? No, you're not, but you got 10 points in 63 games. Yeah, we're getting some good growth from our prospects. That's what I like to see. Baran, 9 games played. Shit, do I have them scratched? I might have them scratched now. That sucks. I want them in the lineup, so I might have to do that afterwards. And then goaltenders, how's Kessel playing? Kessel's scratched as well, and he's 0-3. Wow. And why is he dropping? Maybe because he's scratched. Okay. Or is this probably ice time wise? Standings, where are we? Should we make a push for the playoffs? That's the question. We are just outside of a playoff spot, so I think we might just keep Granlund and Dumba for the remainder of the season. And yeah, so I don't know. Do we want to make any trades? I might actually just get this season done in this episode, even though it's running a bit long, just because I think we could be a playoff team if we maybe make a couple trades. So let's just see what's on the trading block quickly. This might be like a 30-something minute episode, so yeah, let's see. Anybody that could help us out, maybe with a playoff run. If not, we will sim the remainder of the season anyways, I think. Petrovic and Sutter, Santini. Okay, there's some players, but nothing. We definitely need maybe some. Well, I actually want to keep Fitzgerald still, so. Wow, some good defensemen. Carlson's still up there. Thomas Chabot and CC. Damn, all these good young defensemen. Well, not young, but good defensemen. Huh. Well, I don't want to take any of these older guys, though, to be honest, really. Wow, Barteshko, medium elite, and he's an 84, and he's a goaltender. That's nice. But still, we have our medium elite current goaltender. And yeah, so nothing really that I want to go after. We're just still going to sim the remainder of the season, I think, in this video, just because I want to get the playoffs underway. If we are going to make the playoffs, I hope we can. So yeah, let's just continue the simulation, get the rest of the season done with. There's still quite a bit of hockey left, but let's see if we can make these playoffs. Make our first ever big playoff push. Come on, boys. Nielsen's been injured. Now we're going to get all these injuries and not make the playoffs. Watch this. There's a win. Nice. Come on, get another win, boys. And Chuck Knubel has been injured. Holy shit. Now all these injuries are piling up. We got 2 wins in a row, though. 3 wins in a row. Good job, boys. Keep pushing harder. And oh my god, what is with all these injuries? Chuck Knubel is back. So Chuck Knubel was on the top 4 defensive pairing right here. And all our depth players are forwards, so we don't actually have a defenseman that could take this spot. So at least we won a game still again, 1-0. Somehow we managed to get a shutout and play great defensively, even with forwards playing in defense. Come on, guys, let's keep up this winning streak, and multiple players on Minnesota are eligible to be dressed. Good stuff. We want to get back to full health for the playoffs. If we're going to make it, please, we better make it. Di Giuseppe, you added lineup for... Okay, he's not back yet. I don't think. No, he's not. Okay, so Nielsen's not back yet still. Come on, there you go. Another win. That's 5 in a row now. There's a loss. There's another win, though. We might be making the playoffs because we are playing very good this month. But our AHL team's playing like ass again. Seabrook's been injured for the AHL club, speaking of which. There's another win and another win. Yeah, I think we're making the playoffs here, boys. First time in like 3 or 4 years, I believe. Nick Patan's been injured. Let's go replace him. Nielsen is back already. Good stuff, guys. I'm surprised we managed to win that much games with all those injuries. I just want to see who we are going to be up against in the first round. And Gene Seabrook is back as well for the AHL club. But if we make the playoffs this year and somehow we win the cup, that'd be pretty nice because we have probably some prospects jumping to the NHL next year. So we might be a team that wins the cup and then maybe has a chance to go for a repeat. Yeah, what a month. Holy crap. We got so much wins. I should count those afterwards as well. I know this video is going to be super long, guys. But hopefully you guys like these episodes still anyways. Let's just put Di Giuseppe in. Wait, no, was that the right player that I was even came back from injury? I don't even know if that was the right thing that I wanted to do. So we're nearly here at the end of the season, and we are currently in a playoff spot, so we're really close to clinching, guys, after a really good month. Was this the guy I wanted to put even in the lineup? No, this is the guy I wanted to put in the lineup. Nick Patan, there you go. Okay. Let's just get the last couple of games of the season done. But let's just quickly check also how we did it in March, because I think March we had like a lot more wins than losses. And that's why we are in this predicament where we might be making the playoffs. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I think we went 12-2 in March. Wow. 12-2 in March to help get us into the playoffs for the first time in quite a long time. Schrader is back. Hopefully we clinch the playoff spot soon, because I don't want to not make the playoffs now after having such a good month. 12-2. And Schrader could technically become called up for the playoffs if we want to. There you go. There's a shootout win over Vegas. And your Minnesota Wild have made the playoffs, going 44-30-8. So we are starting up to play as a better team now and maybe winning a Stanley Cup. I'm lost for words, that's why I'm stuttering probably a lot. Okay, so wow, Kaprizov, point per game, 82 points, 82 games. Nicely done. He led the team to this. And we held on to Granlund and Dumba, but they probably have to go again after this year. And wait, Nicholas Whiting. Is that our prospect goalie then, or we traded away? I think it is. I haven't checked out how he's panned out yet. We'll have to check that out eventually. Let's take a look at our player stats for the season. Do a little wrap up and in round 1. So this video might be like a 35-minute video, but hopefully you guys like it. So starting off with forwards. Kaprizov, 82 points, 82 games, 46 goals. Very good, prominent player for us. Probably our captain almost. Granlund with his career best years, 77 points, 67 assists. Most of them were assists. Richie 68 points, Kunin 57 points, Hartman 41, Schultz 37, and he's up to an 82. I think, or was he always an 82? He might have been always an 82. Patan 32 points, Sure 30 points, Nordstrom 27, Lundestrom 23, Kilger 22, up to a 78, so he's finally starting to grow. Fitzgerald 22 points, up to a 77, like we were saying, and he's growing in his wrist shot and stuff like that, so that's good. Giuseppe 8 points, Sokolov 2 points in one game. Wow, this guy's over a point per game in his career, I think, because he's only played 5 NHL games. Yeah, he's played 5 NHL games, he's got 5 points. Not bad for a 71. Gonchar, no points at all in his 6 games. Wait, defenseman. Dumba, 69 points. Really good job, Matt. 32 points for Ruchin. He's not growing, it doesn't say. Hodges, 15 points. Knuble, 7 points again. Meredson, 6 points. Nielsen, 3 points. And Trader had nothing in 7. Goaltending, Corson, pretty good season, but our backup is what caused us to make the playoffs. UC Sarah was 14-5-2 with a .930 save percentage and 2.01 goals against average. So thank you, UC, for helping us get to the playoffs. Let's just quickly check the AHL for stats as well. Okay, I'm just going to scroll through this. There you go. What about our goaltenders in the AHL? Okay. So we've made the playoffs. Let's see who we're going to be going up against in round number 1. For the first time since, when was the last time we made the playoffs? Or the last team that we played in the playoffs even? Probably the San Jose Sharks or something. So we made the playoffs and we are up against... We almost actually took our division, I just realized as well. Colorado, the only team ahead of us, and we're going to play the St. Louis Blues, who we played so many times in round 1, I think 3 times before. They might have been the last team we actually played in the playoffs. Back, like, during the Tyler Ennis and stuff era. Let's just take a look at what their lines look like now. Hopefully, they should still have Tarasenko, but hopefully a lot of their guys are dropping off or something. Okay, so Robbie Fabry with Ivan Barbashev and Tarasenko, who's getting old. So, still a pretty similar lineup. Shen still there. Schmaltz is, I think, still there. I don't know if he was there before. And Jaden Schwartz, Soshnikov, McLeod, and Dexter. Oh yeah, this guy. He was one of the best players in the AHL last year. Yeah, last 2 years, 78 points. He's actually pretty solid. Okay, and Curtis Lazar, Shore, and Christopher N. Interesting. Defensively, Manson and Pareko. Wow, they're really weak on the defensive core now. I guess they lost like people like Pietrangelo and whatnot. So yeah, their defense a lot weaker than it's been the last couple of years, and their goaltending is pretty weak as well. But we can't underestimate them. We never know how Tarasenko, Barbashev, and Fabry play. And then Schwartz, Schmaltz, and Shen. That's a mouthful. Play as well. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Minnesota Wild GMO. So, next episode, we're going to take on the St. Louis Blues and hopefully get some more good experience for our youngsters. So, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.